Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Psalm chapter 95. Let's get started now. Psalm 95 is a call to worship, a song of praise, and a reminder of God's sovereignty and faithfulness. The psalm is divided into two sections. The first section, verses 1 to 7, is a call to worship, and the second section, verses 8 to 11, is a warning against disobedience. In the first section, the psalmist invites the people of Israel to come and worship the Lord. They are to come before Him with thanksgiving, songs of praise, and joyful noise. The psalmist also reminds the people that the Lord is a great God, a king above all gods, and the creator of all things. He encourages them to bow down and worship Him, for He is their God and they are His people. The second section of the psalm is a warning against disobedience. The psalmist reminds the people of Israel of the incident at Meribah and Massah, where they tested God and rebelled against Him. They did not trust in God's provision and complained about their circumstances. As a result, God was angry with them and swore that they would not enter His rest. The psalmist uses this story as a warning to the people to not harden their hearts against God. He encourages them to listen to God's voice and to not rebel against Him as their forefathers did. The psalmist reminds the people that God is a faithful and just God, but He will also discipline those who rebel against Him. The teaching application of Psalm 95 is to remind believers today of the importance of worship and obedience. Just as the psalmist called the people of Israel to worship God, we too are called to worship Him with thanksgiving, praise, and adoration. We are to remember that God is the creator of all things and the King of kings. He is worthy of our worship and our obedience. The psalmist's warning against disobedience also serves as a reminder to us today. We are to listen to God's voice and not harden our hearts against Him. We must trust in God's provision and be content with our circumstances, knowing that He is faithful to provide for us. We are to remember that God is a just God and will discipline us if we rebel against Him. In summary, Psalm 95 teaches us to worship God with thanksgiving and praise, to remember His sovereignty and faithfulness, and to obey His voice. It warns us against disobedience, and encourages us to trust in God's provision and be content with our circumstances. May we heed the psalmist's call to worship and obedience, and may our hearts be soft towards God's voice. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.